In the city of Croat, a lone, handsome and definitely not inspired by Timothée Chalamet puppet is on a quest to find its Italian creator. The road ahead is filled with dread, danger and enemies unlike the puppet has ever seen. However, lucky for the puppet, his brain is missing the frontal lobe and so he never lacked courage. Exactly like idiots. The city is in ruins and so there must be someone to step up and save it from impending doom. Will Timothée Chalamet Bing Bong be the one to save it? Will our beloved puppet bring justice and safety to the residents of Croft? Will he finally find Geppetto? And will he finally establish the love your donkey with a sword? Law. I slowly opened my eyes and noticed a kind and esteemed gentleman serving at the bar. As I approached, he stated his name and started telling me about his creator, about Croat, and about the hotel. However, I couldn't have cared less, and as he went on about his life story, I lifted my finger and tried to order a Moscow Mule, but he shushed me and kept on going. He obviously cared deeply about his uninteresting life story, and out of respect, I decided to stay dehydrated and listen to him.
Third law. A puppet protects and serves humans and the city of Croft.
Oh, yeah, that's why we're here, because we're obeying commands, buddy. Upset by his rudeness, I decided to end the conversation earlier than originally intended, because my throat became sore. His eyes are not gonna believe my Google Maps review of the hotel after I leave. But he did mention his creator's name, and so, like any kid who grew up with a brother or sister, I decided to go and tell on him for his ridiculous behavior. After just a few phrases spoken, I quickly understood that the creator had the same amount of brain cells as his creation, because she started telling me about her life story as well.
He took off for Elysian Boulevard, and he never came back.
No, I'm gonna go and cry under the bed sheets.
We'll have to make a new coffee.
I threw a tantrum at the lady and I said I won't recommend Hotel Croat to my movie co-stars, and so she panicked and decided to reward me for the brain damage she and her valet caused me with their stories. And now that I was finally lifted from the depression these two individuals got me in, I was ready to put my listening skills to good use.
What are you curious about?
About lying, sure, because, you know, puppets can lie and I lied. How do you explain that? What happened over there? Am I broken? A factory defect or something? The lady then proceeded to tell me that my ability of lying will have great consequences, and she kept on going about my nose growing stupidly large. I then frowned, visibly bewildered by her crazy imagination and the amount of free time she had at her disposal, and decided to retreat slowly, without losing sight of her. Her eyes are not gonna believe my Google Maps review of the hotel after I leave. However, not everyone from Hotel Croat was deranged and creepy, and so I was introduced to one of my adoring fans who was on the verge of passing out because of me. I know I'm such a marvelous being. She wanted to make a good first impression, and so she made me a custom-built grappling hook, just like any normal person would in real life. It clearly was nothing to write home about, or so I thought, because inside I felt just like a child on Christmas Day.
A custom arm from Geppetto himself is quite an accessory.
Oh, you're gonna make me blush. And I'm a
forgot to
puppet, I
introduce
can't
myself.
blush, but I
I'm
will
Eugene
if you
from the
don't
Workshop
stop
Union.
talking. Then I yelled out loud for everyone to hear that this is how you treat a guest. My Google Maps review is subject to change. And so I stepped outside and decided to go and rescue my papa. Let's go and find our beautiful Geppetto. Geppetto-rini. Oh, beautiful. There's already dead people over here. How are you doing, sleepyheads? What happened to you? Puppets, right? We're such jerks. What I witnessed did not impress me whatsoever, because whatever puppet did that could never be as gracious as me when hunting people. I gave his artistry a whopping 0 out of 10. However, due to my below sea-level intelligence, I forgot that I spoke out loud when I said I wasn't impressed, and the puppet heard me. He tried to drop a train on me, but he failed. He was lucky, because that would have been an even more stupid way of killing than the one before. Well, thank you for putting the spotlight on me. I know I'm the star. My name is P. But you know what P comes from? Pepperoni. What do you mean? Now that I received the grappling hook, I decided to test it to see how good it is. But I had a more special way of testing in mind. I suppose we can all assume it works as originally intended by its creator. As I proceeded further, I started having this weird sensation like I was being watched by someone hellbent on avenging his fallen comrades. Oh, you're very cheeky. I'm incredibly terrified. Oh my god. I can't parry. I'm dead. Returning back to the world of the living, I wiped my clothes and smirked because I finally understood that beginner's luck was actually a real thing and not a made-up concept by losers unable to accept the cruel reality of losing. Who would have thought? But enough, easy enough, and games are only played until you get bored, and boredom really settled in for me. There you go. I parried. I parried again. No, I didn't. I didn't. I'm dead again. This is just an illusion, everyone, okay? This is just an illusion. You're not seeing properly. It's 9 AM at the moment, so you haven't properly woke up, not waked up. English is not our first language. You already know that by now. Now that we have all collectively decided that I was not responsible for what happened, it is time to forget the past and look to a brighter future. And as proof of my unquestionable skill, I also avenged myself for the 2 deaths I endured like a man. However, his dog went to pee, and as he returned to meet his master, he was understandably a little tiny upset on me. Oh, you doing, puppy? What kind of breed are you? Would you mind telling me? You're not too talkative, are you? I can see that. He went straight to violence, and so, like the civilized gentleman that I am, I sent him to his master. Lovingly, of course. I simply couldn't have accepted that innocent oil was spilled on my clothes, and so I took a quick look through my wardrobe. Oh, I can change my costume. I forgot about this. Someone's memory. Oh, wait, I got this someone's memory. Yeah, I'm gonna put this on. Beautiful. Look at me. I look like a sailor. Aye, Captain. Let's go on the troubled seas of Krot. Now that my dream of becoming a pirate materialized, the first thing I decided to do was to climb on the rooftops of Krot and take a good look at how my future empire looks like. However, a British Royal Navy lieutenant asked, "You walk, mate?" and he impudently attacked me. Classic British tradition. I couldn't have shown more intelligence than him because I did not want to embarrass him, and so I acted like an animal, just like him. In his dying breath, he called his comrades to arms, and as they all looked at me, my inner John Wick black beard came to life. Mon ami, it's time for round numero 2, so please, don't keep me waiting. You're weak. In the end, rum proved stronger than tea. In a desperate attempt to prove their superiority, they stole a prototype for a powerful weapon from another country and used it on me. Another classic British tradition. For some inexplicable reason, I was able to find a lot of Krot's residents on the city's rooftops. I believe they all went to a crazy rave and lost the keys to their respective apartments. Incredibly sad. Trying to prove to them that I can be cool, I found a group of guys that have been partying non-stop since last week, and thought to myself that now was the moment for me to finally make some friends. In the end, I failed in making friends just like in middle school, but the party was awesome. I gave the rave a whopping 10 out of 10. I would recommend. Yeah, I need a bonfire. Like, very fast. Yeah, should I make a run for it? Because I think I see a bonfire over there. I want to make a run for it, but I'm scared of this guy. Please do not look at me. There's nothing to see over here. Just a beautiful boy. My name is Timothy Shalamalabimbong. What is your name? You're not too talkative, are you? I am, don't worry about it. So I can keep the conversation going, even if you're not gonna answer me, okay? So don't worry about it. My charming beauty seemed to have not worked this time around, as he did not stop trying to look imposing. I tried my best, but he clearly gave me no other choice. There's an enemy nearby. Oh, beautiful. Well, he's gonna turn me into a kebab. Beautiful. Come on, leave, buddy. Thank you. I am aware that what I did was not manly, and I look like a coward. But the truth is, I do not want to change my clothes again because of the spilled oil. And I'm also a coward, but that's not the main reason. Jealous of his big arms, I figured I needed to visit the gym some more so that I can compete with him in the local show called Mr. Cradiverse. Since time was limited and I love to cheat, I took the very hard decision of bypassing hard work, sweat, tears and blood and go straight to Sophia for level ups. To this day, I suffer greatly because of my choice. Good morning, big guy. Now I'm stronger. Come on, let me see what you have in you. I can pay you in my eyes closed. No, I can't. Oh my god. For some inexplicable reason, when he saw my strength increase overnight, he was furious and used violence to try and win the hearts of the voters. But democracy always wins, and in the end, my charm won the people's votes, and so I became Mr. Crediverse. Let what happened today be a lesson for future generations that you can win in life, fair and square, and we should never resort to cheating. I was getting increasingly more tired of the dark and dull view of Krot from above, and I decided to take my trophy and go home to celebrate. Unfortunately, karma is a real concept, and I was followed by my opponent's personal bodyguard, or as he's better known, the Shirt of Krot 2.0. We all believed he was decommissioned after the terrible fate it suffered in the first episode, but the law must be protected, so I understand the reasoning for bringing him back. They wanted him to train me so I can do my job better in protecting the city. For a police officer, you're very kind, which is kind of weird. Usually, police officers are mean, but you, my friend, you are very kind. We can all agree that Krot's Department of Public Safety could use some more investments. As I climbed the stairs, a kind lady awaited me and introduced herself, congratulating me for my courage in coming to the Petrification Disease Quarantine Zone. At first, I thought this zone thing she was talking about was some kind of exclusive restaurant, only accessible to the wealthy, and I was prepared to order some takeout. But then she started talking about how her family took her baby from her, and suddenly, my appetite vanished. Let me guess, you want me to find your baby? She responded yes, and she justified her choice of involving me by mentioning a movie I starred in called Avengers Endgame. I insisted that she actually saw my fellow actor Tom Holland in that movie, but she contradicted me and mentioned the scene in the desert between me and Zendaya that was from that movie. Baffled by her words, I understood right then and there that I had no choice but to help her and to also buy her some memory pills. Lady, I'll bring you your baby, don't worry about it. If I don't forget, that is. Leaving the lady behind and already forgetting half of our conversation, I reached an old gate, and as I was opening it, I began feeling dread and despair in my entire body. So, like any manly and intelligent person would, I decided to run to my hotel room and hide under my bed sheets. However, my favorite person from Krot, the forensic patient, awaited at my hotel room. He tried to sell me stolen goods, and I refused. I couldn't have partaken in such second-class actions. So instead, I offered him the possibility of me promoting him on my Instagram story to get things from him for free. That idea delighted the patient, and he offered me even his boots. Classic second-class behavior. I left the hotel and I decided to face that ominous bridge, even though I was shitting myself. And as I approached a yelling individual, I regretted not packing a diaper for this trip. I asked the weird individual if he needed help, but he ignored me and kept on talking alone to a carriage. I even told him I have carrots, and he still did not bother answering.
What's your problem? I'm here for
Nothing.
you, man.
I'm
Get
just...
lost.
I love your hat.
Wait. I know you.
You don't. You don't.
Or more like, I know what you are.
You're just lying to
You're
yourself.
the devil's puppet.
Oh, no. You're confusing me with the other guy. He's behind me. The other guy is behind me. I'm not the guy you're looking for. Trust me, I'm not. Wait. You're very mean, buddy. Why are you so mean? Oh my god. You think you're a challenge? I'll have you know you're not a challenge. You're just a jerk. That's what you get, buddy. Yeah, well, I'm gonna die. That's what I'm talking about. In defense of the donkey, he was indeed mad. Mad at the fact that his mother and father pulled that same carriage he was so upset about until their death. A true, sad story. I decided to be more understanding of his fragile emotions, and I yelled at him a bunch of times that he is loved, and he asked me by whom. And I got stuck because I don't know by whom, but there must be someone, right? Sadly, he did not buy my story, and I panicked because what had to be done would get me on PETA's blacklist. Do you eventually stop? Thank you so much. Oh, I broke your weapon. Finally, I got a chance now. Come on, buddy, die. Thank you so much.
The truth. Now I feel bad for my comrade.
You suck. Woo. All of a sudden, the carriage's door opened, and out of it, a figure emerged and made itself known, after making me run the whole city to come to its rescue. Very mature, papa. His feelings got the better of him, and he hugged me and told me how much he missed me. And my shoulders were being squeezed too much. He proceeded to tell me that I was pranked, and that he was not actually kidnapped by anyone. He admitted that he actually wanted to surprise me for my birthday, because he remembered that I once told him I want a unicorn. That happened when I was 6 years old. I gave his utterly stupid joke a whopping 4 out of 10. Sure thing, Geppetto, we're gonna meet each other later. What do you have to tell me, I wonder?